everybody good luck getting fourth gear.
All the way to the last line.
Jeffrey Stewart coming to you today from Kidnap City. We just concluded our Saturday morning race, which is very competitive. Elmer got out in front and pretty much led the whole race. I did get pole and finished second with Ricker right behind me and Bianca not far back. But I just wanted to jump in and give my views of this past week since we began our racing series here. And it's not so much about today's race, but it's about what happened this week. And the people who came out, who had no experience, little to none, and got in the cars and worked hard all week. Elizabeth and Bianca and Pappy and several others, even though some of them were not able to race today, the amount of improvement in the hard work and thousands of laps, practice laps and practice sessions that went in to building this race league and these teams. To me, that's the most encouraging thing, and I think I speak for Rika and Bianca as well. And the amount of effort that was put into, and the learning that we saw just in hours difference in some of these in every one of these drivers who, you know, sometimes were running practice laps 200, 300, 400 at a time, I know Elizabeth, for one, put in well over 1,000 practice laps, and Bianca put in at least 500 the night and the morning of the race, and her improvement was dramatic. Just in a matter of between the time that I logged on earlier this morning and ran a few with her, and uh, in the race, she was not only competitive, she did finish a couple laps down, but it was a 110 lap race. Not everybody's going to finish on the first lap. But I know that Elmer, the winner of the race, did state afterwards that she was a really good sport. And she was. She moved over to faster lap traffic. She did not cause any issues on the track and stayed with everybody. And in fact, drafted with Rika and I for several laps in a row. And then, hats off to Donovan, the designer, builder, scripter of these new generation cars with the pit features included in them. We found them not only easy to use, but an exceptional handling car for not just experienced racers who could hop in them and just really put on some quick speed, but also for new people. The handling is good. They stay tight. The tire wear is realistic, and the tires go away from you. They also start out slick, and then they catch grip, and there's a period in there where you're really, really fast, and then you have to adjust your lines as those tires start to fade. And then you've got the fuel option. You can do full top off, both left right side tires, or you can just do a splash and go with the left sides. It's easy, and it just really adds a completely new dynamic to Second Life NASCAR racing, and a degree of realism that we're just really enjoying. And I've not heard yet any criticism about the car. And we even had people come over from other places and hop in them and say, hey, this is really cool. So hats off to Donovan, and I appreciate him coming out to the track earlier this week, talking with us, taking some of our input, and just in a matter of hours came out with the entirely expanded version of the car, along with all the templates to customize the car to match your team, and the pit boxes. We just now got the templates for it, so we've got a great league starting up here. We move this week from Daytona, and we'll be moving to the Bristol, what I call the Roundy Round, which is going to take an entirely new set of driving skills. We're going to be using the same cars. We will be pitting. I think this is going to be a race for teams to build that draft, staggering pits, so that one team member who's fast on new tires can pull the slower ones around, or help out with fuel mileage and extend the race and sling a team member into that first place position. The cars are going to handle different. It's a tight track. The setup's going to be different. The downforce is going to be different, and it's going to be take a new strategy. And I am speculating that after Monday night's race, you're going to see just as much practice going on with our new drivers and experienced drivers to really nail down these cars on these tracks. And I think we're formulating a league that's going to set the standard in Second Life for NASCAR racing for a long time to come. And a lot of that, again, is due to Donovan. The tracks are the same. Pretty much everybody runs the same tracks, but this car puts puts a vehicle into the hands of a racer, it's not a car that you have to fight. It's not a car that you just hop in and go around and around and see who survives. It's a car that is realistic as far as NASCAR conditions, with the pitting, the tire wear, and the fuel strategies that go into making racing what it really is. And it's not just going around and around, but it's being smart on the track and knowing what you can and cannot do at certain points and periods during the race. And so thanks to Kidnap City, Rika, Bianca, and the gang, and everybody who came out this week. We had a blast, and we're going to see you Monday night and then again on Saturday. Stay tuned for those times. Keep in mind that the times are SLT, so you're going to have to figure out what your time zone time is so that you can get here at least 30 minutes before the race, so that we can make announcements, reset the sim, and get everybody in the right cars and get going. So from Geo, I will see you soon on the track. Peace.